we got Black Lotus. We got Black Lotus. That's pretty sweet. Also, we're passing a Mox Pearl. Unfortunate means we can't open it in later packs, but pretty happy with this. What are we gonna want to wheel? Karn, Breeding Pool, Impulse, Sneak Attack. Let's pick it up. For those who don't know, this is, in my opinion, the best card in the cube because you can do some really cool like recursion things, like with Yawgmoth's Will and stuff like that. Plus, it adds 3 mana, whereas Soul Ring is the other contender for best card, but Soul Ring only adds 2 mana. It's more consistent, but sometimes Black Lotus just lets you cast such a powerful spell on turn 1 or like 2 that it doesn't matter that you only get to use it one time. Okay, following it up, we could take another Lotus. We could take Tendrils. I usually like to try and wheel Storm cards, but Black Lotus does make the best Storm decks. I love Opposition, but we gotta draw something pretty sweet here if we're opening Black Lotus. Rain Dynamo gives a bunch of mana. Ponder is also a good option, actually. Maybe I just take Ponder, because Ponder can help us find Black Lotus, and it goes well with Tendrils. Yeah, actually I'll take Ponder over Dynamo. The next pack we have Memory Jar. I love Blast Zone. The more I see it played, it just seems like a well-designed card. It might be too good, but because you can, for 3 mana, you can just play it and kill everything that costs 1. That seems pretty good. Yeah, I like Jar. Balance is powerful. Tameo's good, but we're here to do some questionable things. Selesnya Signet helps with our mana. Dig Through Time is also just a very powerful card, and then a whole lot of nothing. I'm gonna take Dig. Dig is also a sweet combo with Jar because Jar puts a bunch of cards in your graveyard, and then you can just cast Dig Through Time for really cheap. There's Cabal Ritual, Eternal Witness, and then stuff. So I think we're really just hoping to wheel Tendrils out of the next pack. No, it's in a little bit, but just like first picking Tendrils is not good, so I'm just gonna assume that people won't do that. We can take Ugin, but I kind of just like taking Inquisition here. Especially with cards like Cabal Ritual, you want to hit Threshold, same with Dig Through Time. So just getting cheap interactive plays is probably in our best interest. And then they give us this pack. I don't love Empty. I feel like it's just one of the worst win conditions. I probably will just take a Kozilek. Sometimes Storm, well, Kozilek's good for a lot of reasons. Storm also has alternate win conditions like Mind's Desire cast a big Eldrazi is a great way to do one. You could get like Sneak Attack or Show and Tell plus Kozilek and that'd be good. But the other benefit is he shuffles your graveyard back in, so if you like run out of Storm win conditions, then you just get to rebuy them. Here we're going to take Mind's Desire. And now we don't necessarily even need Tendrils because Mind's Desire into Kozilek is a very legitimate way to win the game. Seeing Mind's Desire that late is also very comforting for me. It just means Storm's probably open. So if we get a Tendrils, then we're just looking for like LED, Yawgmoth's Will. I will take Lotus Bloom because Lotus Bloom off Mind's Desire is pretty sweet. You can just cast it for free. Okay, we can take Breeding Pool. I don't think white is really a color you usually end up wanting to play in Storm. And not doing these, it's between Breeding Pool and Karn. Karn does draw us cards, but the issue with Karn is he could just leave one of your Storm win conditions in exile. I think someone took Tendrils. Maybe that was the next pack. Hopefully that was the next pack. Someone took Tendrils? Why you do this to me? God. Well, we're fighting someone, I guess. But don't first pick the Storm cards. You get those later. I guess I take a Vindicate? Sure. Alright, well we are officially Tendrilless Storm. Ready with Memory Jar is kind of cool. I'm not doing these. Nature's Claim is the only card to maybe consider. But maybe we could go into like artifacts then. Disenchant, Kitchen Finks. I'll take a Kitchen Finks. Who knows? Journey to Nowhere or Bloodbraid Elf. Bloodbraid Elf is a little suspect with rituals in your deck. And a Xenagos. Okay. Well, it's upsetting to know you're not getting Tendrils, but Brain Freeze is a win con. We also passed Empty, but I think taking Kozilek. Kozilek is just a better win condition than Empty the Warrens even was. And there are some other win conditions like 1,000 Year Storm, plus like a couple burn spells can do it. Ooh, we got, wow, quite a few options. Jace Vryn's Prodigy is the one that stands out right now. I love Karn, Jace Balearin's good. Fractured Identity is sweet, but kind of hard to cast. AKA, I don't want to play white in this deck probably. And this card is great. rebuying cards like Mind's Desire, Ponder, and stuff just seem really powerful. Plus it helps you loot, so looting fills your graveyard for all this nonsense too. Oh man. Oh man, we got some options. Izzet Signet is awesome. Imperial Seal is a pretty good tutor. When you have Black Lotus in your deck, like that's not the worst play. We could play Counterspell and go more like, you know, mono blue Tempo Storm, where you have like Brain Freeze as your main win con. And then Emrakul's great. Palinchron should come around, and I only like that if I get High Tide. I think I'm gonna take Counterspell. I think it's either Counterspell, Signet, or Emrakul. Emrakul is a really sweet card to hit off of Mind's Desire, but basically we're kind of locked into Mind's Desiring our opponents out, whereas Counterspell is just going to be good interaction at any point in the game. Yeah, I'm going to take this. I think we can find more big win conditions than that. Ooh, I can take a Mystic Confluence now. I know there's Gifts Ungiven, but Unburial Rites is already gone, and that card frequently comes around, whereas Mystic Confluence is just a powerhouse. So we're kind of transitioning. Probably not readying. We were trying to go an all-in Storm, but I think given that someone just took Tendrils, I feel like we're up against someone who doesn't know how to draft Storm, who's just going to try and force it. So our signals are going to be weird, and the cards we end up with are going to be kind of sporadic. So we could pivot into just like a good blue deck, and that's honestly not a bad situation to be in either. Expansion Explosion. Is that good in Storm? I don't know if that card is actually that great for us. We can just take Ancient Tomb. Ancient Tomb helps us cast like Jar, Confluence, Desire, Dig, Kozilek. Yeah, it just makes us go a lot faster. It is bad if we do end up with a High Tide, but I think that's okay. Tezzeret can grab both Black Lotus and Lotus Bloom, so that's definitely a good consideration. Otherwise, there's actually not a whole lot, so we'll take Tezzeret. Now I kind of want to find a couple signets, because our deck is like all good early game and then late game, and then not a whole lot in between. Interesting. Arcane Artisan plus Kozilek is definitely a way to win games. And if we get Emrakul, that's also kind of sweet. We're missing out on maybe a Hydroid Krasis and Collective Brutality, but I think this is kind of a good way to pivot. Now we can take Trinket Mage because it finds Black Lotus. That just seems fairly reasonable to me. Spirebluff Canal helps fix red. Yeah, that seems fine. Wow. Jace Balerion Wield, same with Miscalc. Yeah, I don't know. Finding a Storm count is going to be hard given what we're being passed. Miscalc is sweet, but Jace is just way better. Yeah, maybe if it was like Counterspell and I didn't already have Counterspell, I would take it. But Stomping Ground, I can't imagine needing the mana, but I also can't really imagine playing a Doom Whisperer. We can cast it like turn 1. I'm going to take a Doom Whisperer. It's possible we want to get there. Right now we're mono blue though. Well, yeah, probably just mono blue. Oath of Druids. So we have Jace, Arcane Artisan, and Trinket Mage. I think those are probably... Well, I'll still take it. You never know. I'm not going to play any of the other cards, so... Follow it up with Ooze. Sure. We need more win cons. Yeah, man, pack 1 was so good to us. Pack 2 our deck looks sweet, but not as sweet as what I really was hoping we were going to do. And I would like to find more artifacts for this bad boy. I guess ask and you shall receive. I don't think Smokestack is really what our deck wants to be doing, but it's there. Wow, no respect for the Grudge. That card's so good. I say that as I often don't respect the Grudge. Oh no! Okay, focus. Mindslaver is a pretty sweet win condition, but it's really slow, and Cryptic Command is just a great all-around card. Thousand Year Storm also helps, but like I said before, we don't actually have much ways to like generate a storm count. We don't have High Tide, Turnabout, any rituals. We're just kind of like really good mono blue now. And Cryptic Command fits pretty well in really good mono blue. Okay. Man, I want to find a High Tide. High Tiding out Eldrazi is one of my favorite ways to win the game. I also really like Gearhulk in this deck. We have Dig Through Time, Mystic Confluence, Cryptic Command, Counterspell. Gearhulk seems like kind of a better win condition than Ulamog at the moment. If we already had High Tide, then maybe I would go for Ulamog, but with one Eldrazi, I would rather take the card that's going to be amazing in our deck kind of no matter what. Gitaxian Probe does help build up the storm count. Terramander is going to come around. I don't think this card's that good. Gruul Signet helps with Tezzeret, but it doesn't really do much else other than that. And we don't need to play Tezzeret. Like, that's not necessary. I kind of like Probe. It's sweet with Mind's Desire, and with a deck having this many counter spells, it's good to know it's in their hand. Okay, okay. Bribery is a great win card. Mystical Tutor is actually not that great in this deck. If we had High Tide, then I'd probably take it. But like, tutoring for like Mystic Confluence or Mind's Desire is not that great because they know about it. I also am interested in Grim Monolith, but we already have... Grim Monolith is good with Tezzeret too. Let's see, do we have enough ways to win the game if we don't play Bribery? This is the main question. I think so? 5 mana play, it does just win the game usually. But okay, I'll take Bribery. We can just play like Black Lotus Bribery, and that's like a pretty good way to win the game. Oh man, Moldrifter and Cloudskate. How's our card draw doing? We have Jace Beleren, Mystic Confluence, Gearhulk, Dig. I want both. And Dark Ritual, but we're kind of off the Storm bit. Staying mono blue really helps our mana be pretty consistent. I'm going to take the Cloudskate. It gives us some interaction, especially with all the counter spells that we have. Ooh. I will take an Ancestral Vision. That's a sweet card to suspend. Also pretty good with Mind's Desire if we ever get there. I mean, I'm going to take Academy Ruins. Goblin Welder Black Lotus is sweet, but we have like one other artifact. I think Mindslaver was in this pack, but it might have been in pack 2. I don't remember. But Academy Ruins Mindslaver is also a very legitimate way to win the game. So we're just missing a couple playables. I think this was a solid pivot. I like the deck so far. High Tide would have been... High Tide would have made this deck way over the top. But that's fine. Wow, Baral is an excellent pickup. Don't know why it doesn't have art, but making all my spells cheaper seems really solid. Also, I realized our win condition is going to be Memory Jar, Academy Ruins, plus Kozilek. So the way this works is, Academy Ruins puts an artifact from your graveyard on top. So if you crack Memory Jar, you can then put it back on top of your library. Memory Jar makes each player draw 7 cards. So you draw all the cards in your hand. Oh, there's Mindslaver. That's a lot better. Forget what I said. We're gonna do this. But anyway, I'm gonna go through it. Yeah. So you basically make your opponent draw a bunch of cards, but because we have Kozilek in our deck, we're not gonna deck because we're gonna keep reshuffling our graveyard, and it's a funny win condition. I honestly don't know if we want Memory Jar. It is sweet with Academy Ruins. Oh, there's an Ulamog. So Ulamog is really only good with Arcane Artisan. Man, where's our High Tide? Yeah, I feel like Ulamog is better than Kozilek because he's indestructible, and we're probably not going to be casting them. I like Mindslaver. This is a very strange deck. Right now we have 23 playables, so this could be the deck. We could run both, but with just the Arcane Artisan, I think that's not necessary. Right now, I think mostly the Eldrazi is there to stop us from decking. I guess we can also hit it off Mind's Desire, but like, we're not going to be playing that many spells in one turn. Mind's Desire is going to be for like 5. Sure. Liana doesn't really do anything in our deck, but that's fine. Our deck looks very good, I will say. O-Stone. That is also sweet. This is like one of the better Academy Ruins decks I've ever seen. Yeah, putting O-Stone back on top gives us a way to just kill everything over and over again. Given that most of our permanents are blue, that seems kind of sick. Let's make the cards smaller so you can see the whole deck. So, do I want Fire Ice just for the ice side? It does help fuel a dig through time, and it just cycles for a card. It's also pretty good if you're trying to have counterspell wars. So I think I'm okay with that. This costs 0. Trinket Mage to get one of these two still seems fine. I like Artisan. Cloudskate costs 2. Is Tezzeret good? I think so. He can -3 to grab O-Stone. He can 0 to grab Lotus Bloom, which is his main combo. And then if he upticks enough times, he can grab these. He is a bit expensive though. So I could see just cutting Tezzeret because he's 5 mana and we don't want to play him that often. And grabbing Black Lotus is cool, but not amazing. Yeah, I'm going to cut him. Bribery, Confluence, Jar, Mind's Desire, Gearhulk, Dig, Ulamog. All of these seem good to me. We're going to add Mountain. Oh, for Fire and Ice. Okay, I was like, what are you doing, deck? 15 Island. If we had High Tide and Turnabout, this deck would be probably 10 out of 10 because we could just start hardcasting these guys. But honestly, if the game goes late, we could just jam an Ulamog. Yeah, I like this deck. We got Memory Jar to refuel. See you guys round 1. All right, we're going first. We're going to suspend a bunch of cards turn 1. Just watch. Okay, we're going to suspend 1 card turn 1. Yeah, this seems fine. We can cast like a turn 4 Bribery. That's okay with me. So suspend. Play this. Go ahead. And then hopefully Artisan can draw us the goods. And Arcane Artisan... Oh, Arcane Artisan does not put cards into your graveyard. Are you the one who took my Storm deck, opponent? I was scared of this. Okay. I don't think Arcane Artisan is long for this world. I don't know how I beat a turn 1 Liliana, but I think it involves either Bribery or Mindslaver, so I'm just going to keep all the lands I could possibly find. When does this come down? So she goes up to 5, this goes down to 1. She goes up to 6, this comes into play. So we need to like Bribery and answer. So that means Mindslaver is going to be 1 turn too slow, right? Because on turn 6, I guess if I draw Black Lotus, no, I think Ancestral Vision is a good way to recoup eventually. So we're going to discard Mindslaver to Liliana. And then we can keep Bribery because we can cast it just off Lotus Bloom. I think this deck is missing like a Daze or a Spell Pierce. Some way to interact early. Search for Azcanta. That's pretty good with Liliana. Because they could just Liliana downtick. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Well, they didn't play the Freebooter. That means they probably have like Inquisition or something. And they probably just want to wait and do it the turn before Bloom goes off. Oh, okay. I'll do this, I guess. Black Lotus. And I guess there's no reason to not play around Daze here. This also means they can't discard that card from us. So we'll see what Bribery gets. Oh, wow, they got some good stuff. Okay, I want to take a screenshot of their deck really quick. So, snipping tool. Get to know what we're dealing with. Alright, so they got Bells and Luck, Atarka, Gristlebrand, Leovold, Massacre Worm. They have Bribery, so I'm probably going to cut my Eldrazi. Frantic Search, Entomb, Reanimate. So they're on Reanimator. Dragonlord Atarka killing Liliana seems like a pretty solid play to me. Gristlebrand's a little bit too sketchy, so we're just going to go with the safe play of that. Black Lotus just in time. Go. And they're down to 2 cards. And we have an 8/8 in play. I didn't see any removal from them, I don't think. Oh, they have the One of Assassin's Trophy. Their deck looks not that good, I'm going to be honest. They have a lot of bad top decks. If only they had cast Freebooter that 1 turn. I don't know why you would not do that. Ooh, I do like Memory Jar. Attack for 8. And I guess I just cast Memory Jar here. This makes it so like if they do something really scary next turn, I can like try and jar into a counterspell. Because they're kind of all in on Assassin's Trophy at this point. Or Toxic Deluge paying 8. That is an option. Alright, they fall to 1, but 1 is not 0. And they do get to flip Search. So we're kind of... Oh, counterspell is pretty sweet. Okay. Well, we can counter Reanimate on Gristlebrand. Conti, Lord of Luxury. Stealing my stuff. I think we counter that. My deck has a lot of good cards for them to hit. I don't want them to have pressure in play. They have no cards in hand right now. Plus we're about to refuel. And we have Memory Jar for like a second look. And Memory Jar can just kind of deck them too. Target me. Yeah, Gonti would have given them Cryptic Command. That seems like a bad idea. I do like Academy Ruins. I could wait 1 turn, tap out of counterspells, and then play a Jace right now. But I could just Academy Ruins a Black Lotus on top and do that next turn. So that seems safer. It is going to be hard to beat this Flip Azcanta though. Please don't be a Krasis. Krasis is rough. I feel like with Krasis, I kind of want to counter Krasis and bounce Azcanta. That kind of puts them down a lot of tempo advantage. Like now they have to then play Azcanta and then wait to recast it and activate it. Yeah, and then I'm gonna play Jace. I want to get him down, start drawing some counter spells and stuff. Ancient Tomb. Do I have any 3-mana plays? I don't think so. I'm just gonna pass. The nice thing is if they reanimate Gristlebrand, we can catch them off guard with like Memory Jar, Academy Runes, Memory Jar. So Gristlebrand's... Maybe I should start upticking Jace? Wait, how quickly can we kill them? This is the real question. Next turn, on my upkeep, Academy Runes cost this. I'm gonna wait one more turn here before I start plussing Jace, because he's gonna kill him really fast. Island. So let's play Ancient Tomb. That just gives us more mana. And then we could crack Jar end of turn. They put it on top, so it's gotta be good. But if they play anything great, I'm gonna pop Memory Jar. What could they have? Here's their deck. Bribery me. We're definitely gonna pop Jar, because I can draw the good creatures here. Oh, I can dig through time. Okay, dig through time should get there. Cast dig. Exiling Vision, Lotus Bloom, Arcane Artisan. Probably don't need Bribery. We got the 2 blue, and this is Mystic Confluence mana right now. I guess I don't need Black Lotus. I kind of want Mindslaver with the Academy Runes, and then I'll keep Cryptic Command in the deck, but we can get rid of Counterspell. Mystic Confluence, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have enough for Gear Hulk. But I think I just take Confluence and Gear Hulk and then just cast Confluence. And I guess the bottom of my library does kind of matter. So Confluence, cast this. Drawing cards is... Do these get discarded? Yeah, we discard our hand. So I kind of want to get Ulamog in my hand. So counter unless they pay 3 twice and draw once. Counter that. Because them getting Ulamog is very much bad news bears. Also, I just don't want them to see my deck. Leovold. Oh, doesn't that just kill them? That might just kill them. Let's see. Because now Jar doesn't make me draw. And I can go 1, 2, put Jar on top. Yeah, okay, well now they're just dead, so that's pretty good. Go ahead, you're down to 5, you die next turn. Thanks for that, Leovold, man. Who would have thought we'd be winning with the Memory Jar over here? And Assassin's Trophy's gone, so you're dead next turn. Where did they gain 2 life? They're at 1, right? Oh, Krasis, okay. We'll see what type of game plan they conjure up here. I didn't want a Jace. I know it makes them draw cards, but I just don't want them to be able to find answers, you know? And right now, I don't think there's a card in their deck that does it. I guess we can check. Renick Search, Entombing Zoom, Bribery, Animate Dead. So basically, is there anything they can reanimate? They can Torrential Gear Hulk an instant. Oh, Necromancy? Oh, interesting. So, Necromancy's in their deck, and it's not in the graveyard yet. So they can go Necromancy on Torrential Gear Hulk, getting back Assassin's Trophy, wherever that is. Assassin's Trophy my Academy Runes, and that would do it. Well, I don't know if it would win, but it would do something. But we know they don't have any counter spells, so... Yeah, they definitely should have activated Azcanta there. Wait, so they have Necromancy. What? Liliana, Freebooter, Moldrifter... I don't understand. They had this play to begin with, why didn't they just do it? Right? The only instants they have are Assassin's Trophy, but this is already on the stack, so they can't... They had the win and they just threw it away. That's pretty great. So you guys... Well, game 2, I guess. We're going to sideboarding. Never mind, what am I doing? Their Reanimator. Bribery makes me kind of want to cut this Ulamog, but... Yeah, I mean, what else are they going to get? We can cut Ulamog, and then Arcane Artisan's just, like, pretty bad. Which means Tezzeret's probably coming in. And my Reanimator matchup is not amazing. Like Smokestack as an out or something? We just have to like counter the reanimation spells. Okay, I mean Smokestack Academy Runes is something. And then now they can Bribery a Torrential Gear Hulk, which is at least beatable. And we still have Bribery in our deck. Okay. I think Smokestack is terrible. Maybe we just want to land. I don't know. It's possible we just want to land instead of smokestack and just run 18. That I think I'm gonna make that switch for game 3 if that happens. I just was like, 17 lands is all we need. Maybe it has value, but our deck is the counterspell deck. We want to have lands in play. Suspend Bloom. Wow, this hand is kind of great. I really want to suspend Riftwing as soon as possible. That way we can play around them doing a quick reanimation spell. And a turn 3 Baral still enables a turn 4 Mystic Confluence. They just got it. Tomb Gristlebrand. Okay, you got 2 turns with Gristlebrand. That's honestly still a little bit beatable. Wow, we are really playing towards the late game here, huh? Do that, play Brawl. So they get 1 turn to do like stuff. They don't have that much mana, and then we can Mystic Confluence bounce Gristlebrand to their hand. They can put all their scary creatures into their graveyard. I guess they can find Dark Ritual into Bribery. We're probably dead, that's what I'm saying, but we're not guaranteed to lose. Leovold. Okay. Now if it's... Oh, no Dark Ritual Liliana? Okay, I'm cool with this so far. All of this happens. Cast this. Ancient Tomb is good too. So I'm just going to play the Tomb. I guess we're trying to win off Memory Jar beats again. I just want to let Riftwing Cloudskate bounce the Gristlebrand. And this way with Ancient Tomb we can play around Liliana edicting away Baral. Frantic Search, that's fine. So the reanimation spells they showed, Bribery on me, so that can get Torrential Gearhulk. It's probably the best bet, but I can deny them a complete attack here with Mystic Confluence. That seems kind of good. Counter target spell and bounce 2 creatures. Counter this. Oh wait, what if I let the resolve? No, because then they get to untap lands with Frantic Search. I don't like that. Yeah. Because I was going to think of let it resolve and then bounce the Torrential Gearhulk to my hand. That just seems a little bit too scary. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't need the extra blue here. We do need to draw some action next turn because Leovold is going to make Ancestral Vision kind of sketchy. Ooh, we get to loot. Nice. Good work, Brawl. You did a thing. Now they have 9 cards in hand. They're discarding. If we draw a counterspell this turn, then we're in great shape. If we don't, then I guess we have to like Jace back a Mystic Confluence. Cast that, bounce the Breeding Pool. The 2. God, that card takes forever. We have an island. Okay, so here's the thing. They almost certainly have the card Reanimate in their hand. And they could just reanimate Dragonlord Atarka, killing Baral and Jace. And then we just kind of lose that way. But that's the scariest card they have that they can reanimate. If I just wait to play Jace, they don't kill him. Wait, how does this work? So they reanimate Atarka, killing these. Then I play Jace. Then they hit us for 8, but then I can bounce it. Okay. Hit for 3. The issue is Leovold. Leovold is the issue. But they have to have a reanimation spell in their hand. Yeah, they go like Leovold plus reanimate on Atarka. Then we play Jace. Oh, we might have to chump block with Jace is the problem. Because we're taking exactly 11 damage. Wow, I think playing the Ancient Tomb actually killed us. Yeah, if we had 12 life, we could do this. And now Bribery on them doesn't really do it because their deck is empty. Jace chump blocking is brutal. Because now Ancestral Vision with Leovold out doesn't do anything. More lands. Okay, well, we're going to try. It's possible they don't attack with Leovold. Oh! Animate Dead! Animate Dead makes us only go to 10. So we can take it all. Unfortunately, we lose our complete Ancestral Vision here. But I'm going to going to 1 life here because Mystic Confluence bouncing these is our option. Ancestral Vision. So that comes down. We can only draw 1 card every turn. What if I target them? They have 12, they'd go to 11. No, that seems bad. We're drawing our 1 card here. That sucks. Trinket Mage. So no draws. We just discard with Jace. We don't even get to loot. They have Cryptic Command? How do they plan on casting all of these spells? I mean, they did. Alright, we're just dead. We can't beat this. So yeah, I think cutting Smokestack for a land just seems totally applicable here. And we're just gonna do that. Alright, we're gonna go first, we're gonna have a good hand. Black Lotus counterspell. Feel like this is a keep. Does have interaction and such. And we're gonna run out Black Lotus because it does let us cast counterspell if they do something super scary. But I'd like to get Brawl in play before we play counterspell. Yep. Because then we can discard some of these lands. Ooh. Casting Brawl versus Suspending Cloudskate. I like Suspending Cloudskate. I think it's turn 3 where like their spells get really scary and we need to counter them. Mostly Leovold is not what I want to see. Dude, why all these lands though? Go ahead. Every game, man. Every game. Well, he's getting countered. We have to use our Black Lotus to do it. But we get to loot. Holy cow. Okay. Let's draw something. We can cast Bribery. Hey! We can cast Bribery. There we go. Wow. Ask and you shall receive. Dang, they have Gristlebrand in hand? That's unfortunate. So let's find out what their hand is, shall we? This is their deck. And this is their hand. So they either sided out Massacre Worm, they have Hydroid Krasis, Gristlebrand, there's Duress, Frantic Search, Search for Kanta, Necromancy, Liliana. Okay, so they have Hydroid Krasis, Gristlebrand, Toxic Deluge, Underground Sea is in play. Hydroid Krasis, Gristlebrand, Toxic Deluge, probably Massacre Worm. I'm okay to say they have that. Animate Dead is in there. Oh, they do have Reanimate. So if we... I see the problem. Hydroid Krasis, Massacre Worm, Toxic Deluge, Reanimate, Unknown. Okay, that seems to be their hand. So, we could get a Kitesail Freebooter and take Toxic Deluge. That seems really, really weak. We could just take a Demon Lord Bells and Lock. Then they Toxic Deluge for 6, and then they can reanimate the Bells and Lock. That seems bad. We could just get a Muldrifter. That draws us some action. Yeah, they have the card Reanimate in hand. So I don't really want to get this when they can just kill it. But I guess this also draws us cards, right? This is a really tough decision. There's also Gonti. Gonti might be better than Muldrifter. This whole Toxic Deluge thing is really frustrating. They disconnected? Okay. Maybe they cut Toxic Deluge from their deck because it doesn't do anything. I'm just going to count on that and take Bells and Lock. Them having Gristlebrand in hand is rough. Okay. Well, we hit Tataxian Probe, so we can find out what's going on. We can also wait a turn. Like, this doesn't give us any more information. So, let's wait. Hit for 1. And Deluge for 6 puts them to... And they can go Deluge Reanimate in the same turn. Man, it's... It's good to know what they have, but it sucks that they're going to kill all of our stuff. They drew a Muldrifter. Wait. Okay, that means they must have cut Toxic Deluge from the deck. Good to know. That seems like a weird thing to cut, but I guess that works. Well, this is nice, because hitting them once with Bells and Lock kind of shuts them off Reanimate. Reanimate Muldrifter. Man, they're just drawing all the cards today. Alright, so we're going to start off with a Jataxian Probe. They discard Gristlebrand as we expected. Oh, I have to bounce before I know what they have? Kind of like just bouncing lands. In particular, Breeding Pool, because it makes them take damage here. Alright, let's draw a good spell here, please. Do I pay life? Do I have any 6-mana plays that I would want? I think going to 17 is okay. They probably have like Exhume, Duress, Bribery, Animate Dead. Okay, and those should stay revealed. That is a 5-mana play, unfortunately. So we can play around Exhume. Okay, I think I have a game plan here. They're probably gonna go Duress and then Exhume. And they don't actually currently have any way to get past both of these. I don't have any way to bounce their thing. But we can double block Gristlebrand with these two creatures right now. And we hit them for 6, 7, so they actually can't activate Gristlebrand. Because if they just had Animate Dead, then we could kill our own Riftwing Cloudskate, and then they couldn't Exhume because we just put that into play. But doing it this way, yeah, it basically makes it so they can't activate Gristlebrand. And then we keep our Riftwing Cloudskate alive so we can prevent double blocks. And then we just have to find a way to bounce the Gristlebrand. Opponent's going to go to Bribery thinking it's like a good way to win the late game, but it's not going to work. Also, Torrential Gearhulk is the best counterspell because it gets around Duress. Yep, Exhume. They didn't even want to... Wait, I'm sorry. You cast Exhume and then Duress? Oh, actually that kind of makes sense, because if I counter Exhume, then they can Animate Dead. Okay, that's fair. So a bounce spell just wins. So they went with Duress. I believe they played, I guess we can check, Island. And they cast Exhume. So that's their hand. And Gearhulk costing 6 is kind of rough, but Jace Balerion. Yeah, I think holding back the double block and then we can counter Animate Dead seems okay. They probably just play Bribery. I feel like I just have to let Bribery resolve. I don't really have that much. Deal. Deal! These Brocks are profitable. Oh, they played... I gotta check what lands they're playing here. If Gristlebrand dies, I imagine they're going for Animate Dead now. They played Island, okay. But they know we have a Gearhulk, so they must have drawn something. Dark Ritual. Sure. That's fine. Oh, I see. So they have Bribery plus Animate Dead. I'm gonna look at my deck list really quick. Okay, so here's the final deck list. Cloudskate's already out. I have 7 creatures. So we have Cloudskate, Baral, Gearhulk. They can get Jace, Trinket Mage. Sure. This resolves. Jace or Trinket Mage. Jace is a little bit frustrating because he can chump block and flashback Exhume, but it is what it is. We can't let them reanimate Dead on Gristlebrand. And I very much want them to cast Animate Dead right now. Okay. Good beats. Oh, okay. That's a good card. Let's attack. They really don't want to trade because then Exhume is off the table. I don't think that was the best. Luna's Prowler. We're cool with this. Reading Pool tapped. They're playing for a long game. I think I'm just going to end of turn Mystic Confluence bounce this Jace. Oh, they can't flip Jace. That's right. That's right. They just have Animate Dead, Hydroid Krasis, 1 unknown. So let's just cast Confluence here. Get Jace back. Bounce him, draw 2. I think it might get countered. Maybe I should have had 2 flips, because I think they can actually flip this, and then I don't draw the 2. But this forces me to have a flipped Jace in play, which is kind of good. Okay, so that does get countered, but flipped Jace is nice. Island. So, Animate Dead Krasis. Jace can flashback Bribery, but I think I just do this. Start hitting. Now we have Gearhulk on Mystic Confluence. So yeah, I should have bounced both and drawn a card. Then they couldn't have denied us the double card draw. That was a mistake. Animate Dead on Gristlebrand. So they have Hydroid Krasis, 1 unknown. This is 5/6, so it's not exactly 7. I think we're gonna go Gearhulk counterspell that. God, they have the Cryptic Command? No way. That was a halfway decent draw. Oh my god. Yep, you got a Gristlebrand. Flipping the Jace too is kind of brutal. I'll take 1. That was a good draw. That was a good draw. Ponder. Well, we'll start with a Ponder. Trinket Mage. Ice is kind of good. I don't want the rest though. Put this on top. Put this on top. Put this on top. Shuffle, no. And we can play Jace. The last card is Hydroid Krasis. We can play Jace Balerion, and then we still have Ice mana. I draw a card. Go ahead. Ice doing overtime right now. Draw 7. So, do they have any other counterspells? No, they did not. You got it. I just want them to have less information. Okay, so in response to Gonti, we have to ice down the Gristlebrand. If they like top deck a counterspell, that's so bad. Alright, Gonti, do your thing. Man, they countered the Gear Hulk because I was gonna flashback Mystic Confluence and bounce it. Frantic Search. So I can just F6. I need to preserve my clock. What can I get off Bribery? Massacre Worm doesn't quite do it. Dragonlord Atarka, they could just have in hand. Attacking Jace, so I discard a card to keep it alive. That seems okay. Basically, I'm cycling this island. Oh, right, I was F6'd. Rough. Rough plays. Yeah, so I can Bribery for Atarka, kill these, and then have thing to block Gristlebrand. But if they just have Assassin's Trophy, that's really bad. They're gonna trophy the Jace? No! Oh, Thief of Sanity. Sure. Okay. Ancestral Vision. So let's loot with Jace. Cryptic Command is awesome. I don't even need Trinket Mage now. Now I think we can do... We have 8 lands, so we can go Jace, get Bribery, Massacre Worm them down to... Yeah. We're definitely getting Bribery. Cast Bribery on them. Dragonlord Atarka. Atarka kills all of these? Oh, let's do this again. You and you, 2 and 3. We suspend Vision. And we have Cryptic Command to stop any shenanigans or bounce their Gristlebrand, and then Atarka can just kill them next turn with Cryptic Command tap. And we can catch Cryptic Command because of Brawl, for those wondering. So basically we're playing around Assassin's Trophy, and this is going to be counter tap, most likely. Mindslaver me. Counter target spell, tap all creatures its opponent's control. Counter this. We can loot. No real reason to. Crisis for 2 does not do it. Oh, no, it does because they gain a life! God. Alright, now let's just draw a Memory Jar. Should I have countered Bounce Gristlebrand? So, Vision, where are you? You're a ways away. Island. Not great. -2, -0. So I can swing out with both. They take 6, 7, they go to 1. God, Crisis is a busted card. I think I shrink Gristlebrand. Oh, we can probably still win this. Wait. I can shrink Gristlebrand down to a 4 power. Because they can't actually activate it to draw. Then we swing with both of these. And we can discard the island to activate Una's Prowler. They're forced to chump, they go to 1. They need exactly Assassin's Trophy. And... okay, I think this is probably our best shot. Because they're only gaining 4 life. It's Assassin's Trophy or bust. And then we still have outs after that. Necromancy, that might do it. Necromancy can reanimate Cloudskate. Bouncing Atarka, which they cannot cast. Wow. Wow. Okay, I mean, Memory Jar, if we draw it at any point, is still going to do it. They're killing Jace, attacking me. I think I discard a card here to keep my life high. Memory Jar off the top, baby. That'll do it. Kenry Runes can get back... well, I can't actually cast it this turn. I can get back Mindslaver. I'm taking 6, 79, 10, 11. How have I not drawn Memory Jar yet? And discarding that land actually cost me the game because I could have Mindslavered them and just killed them. Good beats. Yeah, because Mindslaver right now, I am drawing that and it costs 10. I only have 9. I can't believe I discarded that land. I think that was probably the correct play in general. Hey! We did it! Off the top like a champion. Going out on my terms. Wow, what an epic sequence of games. So, yeah, I mean, I was making list plays at the end, but that's because I literally had 30 seconds left. So that... oh, yeah. So I should have done the math and known that keeping Island in hand would have let me Mindslaver, which then I could have just activated Gristlebrand and killed them. Wow. Great series of games. Round 2 is going to be interesting. See you guys there. Welcome to round 2. Hopefully last round was exciting to watch, and hopefully this round we do better. I'm going to keep this. Oh, did we have O-Stone in the deck the whole time and just never saw it? I think that's probably the case. I'm just going to suspend Vision. I don't really care what's in my opponent's hand yet, Like, I can't stop anything, so the best thing to do is save to Taxing Probe until either you need to draw something or you care what's in your opponent's hand. So now I do. I'm gonna pay life. What on earth? So they can Firebolt? No, they cannot Firebolt the Artisan. So they have Exarch Kiki. We can stop all of this with an Oblivion Stone, but they're also kind of weak. Let's see, they have Spell Queller up next turn. Okay. We drew a Ponder. Kind of like... O-Stone protects us against all this nonsense. Yeah, I like getting that down now before they can do anything. Go ahead. And then we're just not going to play this. Because turtling behind O-Stone is great when we have Vision in play. Or not in play, but suspended. Ooh, Lotus Bloom is also good. Cast Ponder. Trinket Mage. Fire and Ice land. We can Trinket Mage for Black Lotus. We can ice down a land. But I kind of want to just shuffle. Because I just want counter spells or like interaction. Like Black Lotus doesn't do anything for us really. No! Oh, I meant to hit yes. Okay, well, I guess Trinket Mage will be shuffling. This is still fine. You drew Force Spike? That's a very good draw given everything that just happened. Because I didn't want any of these cards, and now they have Spell Queller. Sure thing. Well, this is kind of good because we can go Trinket Mage now. If they Spell Queller it, that saves Trinket Mage from... Or we can Oblivion Stone. Yeah, I don't think you actually want to cast Spell Queller. Deceiver Exarch. I mean, I guess if they just have Splinter Twin, that's fine. Black Lotus. And I'm not going to play Black Lotus because I want to be able to crack O-Stone. If they drew Splinter Twin in like 4 draw steps, we're dead. Well, they drew Splinter Twin in like 4 draw steps. Okay, moving on. Don't have much that can beat the Exarch Twin combo. So we're just gonna stay the same. Let's try this again. Go first and not just die. Well, that's a good hand. I think we're gonna go turn 1 Jace Balerion. That card can draw so many cards over the course of the game. And then Lotus Bloom can help us do stuff later on with all the cards that we draw from him. So play Island, Black Lotus, crack him for blue, play Jace, Jace draws. O-Stone's good, suspend this, go ahead. I wonder if I should have started upticking Jace because Firebolt gets us. But, nah. Do that. And I guess Oblivion Stone is our best answer to the twin combo. Vision, sure, let's uptick Jace. Suspend Vision, play land, go. Sure. We're really kind of trying to dig to a counter spell because we have Gear Hulk that can cast it. Like, they could just go like Pester Might, end of turn, and then just kill us. Monastery Mentor. Yeah. Let's get a Bloom in play. Remand. Well, we're not getting Pester Mighted, so that's a good start. That's also a good start. I draw. Ponder, so we can go this. Suspend Bloom. Cast Ponder, still hold up Cryptic. Dig Through Time, Ulamog Island. It's gonna be a while before Ulamog happens. I like Dig. I think I'm gonna shuffle. So we're gonna click yes this time. Ooh, I like Academy Ruins. Hit for 1, pass turn, holding up Cryptic. And now I don't really see a reason to tap out of any mana, because we have just so much good stuff happening off all this suspend. Ooh, Trinket Mage, can't actually find anything. Go Island, Jace, I draw. Bribery's good, but I'm gonna hold back Baral and just pass. I kind of want to wait to play Bribery until I can also have Counterspell mana, because we could Bribery him, but then we would just lose if they played Pestermite end of turn. And Academy Ruins Oblivion Stone is going to be kind of fun, if we can get up to that much mana. Goblin Rabblemaster. Counter target spell. Did they play a land? Show game log. They did not. They're just casting a Rabbleman. I kind of want to counter this and bounce the Fumarole. This just buys us a lot of time. Let's loot. Get rid of this stinky Trinket Mage. And this cuts them off mana too. Basically, we just want to kind of limit their mana, limit the plays they can make until we can kind of take over with all this Jace card draw and stuff. Let's see what's in your hand. I like that. Exarch Twin. So they do have the combo. Then they have Elspeth, Snapcaster Remand. Venser and all that. So they don't actually have any proactive plays. We drew an Ulamog. Let's Jace. I guess I should have uptick Jace first. Arcane Artisan. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's play. No, I can't do everything I want. I just gotta pass with Gear Hulk up. But then I can put Black Lotus on top. Because they can Venser, but... Well, I guess like they can resolve a Snapcaster then too. Let's get Black Lotus back. The opponent's discarding. I'm good with this. Discarding Spellseeker. So we're going to draw a bunch of cards. And if they Snapcaster Remand Vision, I think I just let it happen. This is kind of the dirtiest. Let's draw 3. Venser Remand is also fine. Because I have plenty of cards. I don't really need more. We draw Black Lotus. So let's draw another. Because I want to hit a land. There we go. Land, Black Lotus. 6, 79, 10, 11, 12. We could just cast Ulamog. What do they have to deal with that? Spellseeker's gone. Oh, they can Splinter Twin the Venser and bounce it. But I can kill the Venser. 2, 3, 4, 5. Sun Titan can get back Rabbleman. That doesn't do anything. Venser's actually gone. Elspeth doesn't kill an indestructible creature. Deceiver Exarch can tap it, but they'd have to do that on my turn. Okay, I think we're casting an Ulamog here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Cast Ulamog. And I kind of have to kill this Venser so they don't have anything to Splinter Twin. And we're going to play Baby Jace as well, because I don't have any counter spells, and hit for 1. So this turn or bust. I think their game plan is going to be Exarch, but then we can just Cryptic, right? They only have Exarch. Yeah, they don't have enough mana to do everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Torrential Gear Hulk. Okay. Nice, we got him. Run it back. So they mulliganed. This hand is not particularly good. We have Ulamog, which doesn't really do anything. Academy Runes was just one of our better cards. And then a single counter spell. Yeah, I'm gonna keep. Mostly for Academy Runes, that way Memory Jar, Mindslaver, Oblivion Stone, Black Lotus, all are like great draws. And Counterspell, their deck doesn't actually do a whole lot in the early game. Well, this is unfortunate. So Counterspell can kind of keep us alive until stuff happens. Drawing land's not the best. Mind's Desire also is just really bad in the deck, but we didn't have any other playables. No blue mana I like. There's an O-Stone. What if I just tap out for O-Stone right now? Yeah, I mean, O-Stone Academy Runes is like the lock. Oh, sure. So next turn we play Academy Runes. Pass turn. End of turn we can get back O-Stone. Yep. And they can play Deceiver Exarch. But we can just counter the second half of the combo. So let's go Ancient Tomb. Play O-Stone. You can counter this one, I don't care. Spell Queller the O-Stone. I think I have to counter that. That's like the whole crux of our interaction. Now it's very hard for them to combo us out. Because we could just O-Stone pretty much every turn. Okay. Splinters went down the O-Stone. Sure, sure. So now we need to wait. Good plays by the opponent, right? Yeah, because we don't want to draw O-Stone. They can just do the same play next turn. Oh, that, however, is a great draw. Let's play Artisan. Impulse. They have one card in hand? I mean, they're going to find this next best card, but we can't get comboed because they have Splinter Twin on their Manic Vandal. Sure. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can actually Planecrack O-Stone next turn. What is Spellseeker going to find here? Lightning Bolt. Kill the Artisan. Fair. They have one card left. It is time to commence the Oblivion Stone loop. God, this deck is sweet, man. And then we just do this until we find a Memory Jar. That. 2, 2, 3. Play O-Stone. And is there any reason to crack it right now? Restoration Angel? I don't think so. If I do it in combat, that stops them from playing like Pestermite, untap, play Kiki Jiki. They're just attacking for 1. So if I do this, they make a thing in response. That's fine. But the sketchy thing is, if I crack O-Stone here, I guess if they want me to crack O-Stone, they can make me do it. So I'm just going to do this right now. I don't want to give them free damage. Because they could have just like post-combat made me crack O-Stone and then resolved good stuff. Direfleet Daredevil just getting Counterspell. Okay. Well, one card in hand isn't really going to do it. So this turn I can draw O-Stone. 1, 2, 3. And then I can play it, but I can't actually activate it. So 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think I'm just going to draw naturally. Ponder's good. And then I could just O-Stone, draw O-Stone end of turn, and then play and crack it in the same turn. Bribery, Cryptic Command, Fire and Ice. All of these are awesome. I could jam Bribery. They have one card. If they have like Remand into Exarch, that seems bad. So we're going to, we have 5. I think I'm going to put Ice on top, then Bribery, then Cryptic. Cryptic's going to be kind of nice. We are taking 2. This is going to lock us out of Ancient Tomb pretty quickly. But we get this back. We could just draw Bribery. And we can go... How much mana do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We can't actually Cryptic and Bribery in the same turn. Okay. Put that on top. Play O-Stone. Fumarol's an issue. Destroy each non-land permanent. We might lose this. How do I win this game? If I take 2 and go to 4, and then I end of turn pop O-Stone, I just die. Or then I just can't activate Ancient Tomb. But that's okay. We could just have O-Stone in play and still have counter spells up. Draw Bribery. Wish I had drawn Ice. That was bad sequencing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can't even hold up Cryptic there. Yeah, this is problematic. Ancient Tomb's really hurting us. And this is non-land permanent, right? Yeah, so Cryptic Command, tap their team, draw. Yeah, that seems best. And now we have Ice. We can't actually activate Fire, unfortunately. But we can go Bribery into Ice. 3, 4, 5. We don't die. Sun Titan's funny. Exarch, Mentor, Revelarch. Wow. So they have Deceiver Exarch. They have Splinter Twin. So Kiki-Jiki is in their hand. Oh no. They're gonna get us with Direfleet Daredevil. Yeah, because they can get Cryptic Command. Deceiver Exarch does block everything kind of nicely. And we can untap a land. That lets us activate O-Stone. Hero of Bladehold can just win the game. Let's see, they go Kiki-Jiki, copy Direfleet, Cryptic Command, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then probably like land, activate Wandering Fumarole. If I take Deceiver Exarch, then we die to Restoration Angel, Kiki-Jiki. This is actually very tough. Sword of Temptation taking Daredevil kind of stops that. And Sun Titan is just big, but he doesn't really stop anything. Kind of like just taking Deceiver Exarch here and untapping a land. Because they have Kiki in hand. Okay. And it's going to be that land. Yep, so we knew they had Kiki, and that's fine. Make a copy of that. They're going to Cryptic Command us. If I pop O-Stone right now, Wandering Fumarole can activate and kill us. Putting Cryptic Command in the graveyard was rough. Yeah, I mean, you got it. I can't do anything about that. Oh, I guess they could cast Bribery. That wouldn't matter too much. Cryptic Command, yeah, they're going for the win. Oh, they just have the win, don't they? No, because they have to cast it. And then I can pop the O-Stone. And I can't actually ice anything. Okay. We kill the real one, we fall to 2. So they can Cryptic Command in response to the O-Stone activation. Fall to 2. They have Kiki-Jiki. Oh, I see. They're going to bounce our Deceiver Exarch. Well, we can no longer activate Ancient Tomb, so now they bounce the Exarch. Oh, they just let it go. Okay. They lose that Daredevil. Cryptic, bounce this, draw a card. Yeah, you got it. So we need to hit a land, I believe. Here we go. 7, 8, 9, 10. So we play O-Stone. We can still pop it if need be. We have Deceiver Exarch as a blocker. Snapcaster Mage Lightning Bolt. It's a good draw. It's a good draw. Think we're losing this one. Bolt just killed us. Yeah. Darn. I'm going out on my own terms. Good games, opponent. See you guys round 3. All right, round 3. Let's win some. Let's do it. Yeah, that sounds good. Ulamog seems suspect. I think it's necessary for our secret win condition, which is the memory jar shenanigans. But he's been pretty bad otherwise. I mean, we can cast him with like double Lotus. Oh no. Mono red is like one of our worst possible matchups. So this might go poorly. Memory jar. Well, we have some of the combo. Yeah, that's not resolving. No way. Mostly for that reason, but also we kind of want to put Jace down. All right, Jace, what are you gonna draw us? Dig through time. I think. Let's see. If we uptick, that gives them more stuff. It also gives us more stuff. Because with Jace at 5, I guess any burn spell they can still just kill him, and we're drawing them more. This way, if they want to kill Jace, they have to cast a non-creature spell and attack Jace. So he was kind of like 3 mana, your opponent casts a spell at an awkward time, draw a card, gain 2 life. Unless it's a Mox Ruby. Mox Ruby pretty good in this particular circumstance. Alright, Jace, let's draw in. Whoa, they just don't have anything? Okay. Good with this. Fire nice. Hey, we actually can fire that. It's past turn. If I can go fire into dig through time, I probably will do that. Can I? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, so this is going to cost 4. I totally can. But they could just burn us in response. We're going to take 1. We're going to wait. Patience is a virtue. Arcane Artisan is great with Ulamog. I know they could kill it, but if they don't, we get Ulamog. And the tokens get exiled at the beginning of the next end step. So if they let us untap with it, we can use this at the end of their turn, and then we will automatically get tokens. Flame Tongue Kavu. The thing is, we already used Counterspell. I don't think I have another way to stop this. Okay, you got a Flame Tongue. We're going to take the 1. So far, Arcane Artisan has never activated. It's just died immediately. Probably because we don't have any other creatures to soak up the damage. Okay, so end of turn, this happens. And then I think we can still dig here. So Bloom gives us 4 mana. We're going to have... here's the issue. Bloom only gives us blue mana. Or red mana. We wouldn't have the double blue necessary. Probe. The card is free currently. So we're going to crack Bloom for triple red. Use that to fire down the Kavu. Dig through time with 2 blue. And Counterspell's already in the graveyard. Basically, I'm deciding if I pay life for this. Let's start by doing all of this. Triple red, fire, Flame Tongue. Probe makes Dig Through Time cheaper. I could also just cast Memory Jar. Just start the loop. No, I think I'm at 16. I'm gonna get a little greedy and pay the life here. Sword, Lightning Bolt, Incinerate, Banefire. Oh no. That is an issue. We can go Dig Through Time or cast a Cloud Skate. This is so bad. No, 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 no. Blue, blue. What on earth is this top of my library? I guess we take Academy Runes Baral. That was the worst Dig Through Time I've ever seen in my life. Now we go Baral, and we just have to hope to Memory Jar them before they kill us? I don't think that's gonna happen here. Wow, that was so unbelievably bad. I mean, good that we're not drawing that, but goodness. That's like a hand you want to see when you Memory Jar. I imagine we're just dead though, because they can just Bolt Baral end of turn, play sword, equip sword, and swing. I think hitting with sword is pretty good. But you got it. It gives me 1 more turn. Goes to 2. Ponder. So, kind of need to ponder into lands, huh? Because Memory Jar, I can only do every other turn. Yeah, let's ponder into lands. Cryptic Command, Mindslaver. Okay. Cryptic Command is interesting. So sword is gone, they have Bolt Banefire. I can cast it, and then we draw a land, and then we draw Mindslaver. We're fighting the good fight. Go ahead. We're just trying to stall them out. They don't have any way to stop Mindslaver. Just attacking for 1. I accept. They're gonna like bolt end of turn. This is tough. Because they bolt end of turn, we fall to 7. Banefire doesn't actually kill us, so we can just hold up Cryptic. Now, if they have more than that amount of burn, then that's pretty bad. And if their plan was to bolt, then they would have equipped swords. They probably have 2 burn spells. Bolt face. Also not doing it main phase is kind of weird. I'm gonna take 7. Char my face. So I can counter Char. This is so tough. Char puts us to 3, which means basically everything kills us. I'm gonna get greedy. I think I have to. We need them to not have a land. No, because then they just go equip sword and kill us. They have a land. Banefire for 5. We're just dead. Can't be countered. Alright, moving on. I don't think there was a winning line there. I just needed our opponent to miss or mess up somehow. Yep, running it back. Alright, let's redeem ourselves. Going first. This is a good hand. Definitely keeping this. Probably not going to use Black Lotus turn 1 because we would just be suspending Riftwing Cloudscape. That seems kind of bad. Opponent keeps 7. Okay. Just go Island. I could play Black Lotus. That lets them know I have it, but it also lets them counter like Mox into something busted. So I think I'm gonna do that. Basically, just having Cryptic Command up seems pretty good, and I probably want to be able to counterspell the same turn I suspend Cloudskate. So doing that also seems pretty good. Wilmot Courier. I'm actually gonna Cryptic that. That card's gonna. It's just gonna be so frustrating later on. Ulamog Vision. I like suspending the Cloudskate here, because if we draw a land, I can suspend Vision next turn and still hold up Counterspell. Allegedly, I can do that. We could Academy Ruins Black Lotus on top, though. So I could just wait. Put Lotus on top. And now we can suspend, and then we could just crack Lotus for mana if we need to. I guess I'll do it this way. Cast this. Spend this. Go. And if it's burned to the face, we're not going to counter it. Yeah. We're only countering threats that are kind of permanent. Also, bolting my face when Cloudskate's coming out is kind of a bold move. Goblin Dark Dwellers casting Bolt. That's gonna get countered. I could put Lotus back on top. Sure. Basically, we're just buying time until Riftwing, and Lotus on top means we can pop O-Stone and kill their Mox Ruby. It does mean we're not drawing lands, so maybe that was a bad thing, but eh. Then basically we Lotus this turn, then we can start drawing spells next turn, right? Because we play Lotus, we do this, hit for 2. Flametongue Kavu, the Cloudskate, you got it. God, Kavu's so bad against our deck in general, but it's doing some stuff. Dig Through Time. Can I cast that? I think I can cast that after O-Stone. But then we have to get rid of these. I kind of want to just wait and O-Stone in combat. That way I don't get hit by like a second hasty creature. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have to. Yeah, okay, fine. Blue, blue, blue. Kill everything. They lose their Mox Ruby. And no place. Works for me. We're at 17. We're getting Ancestral Vision. We're going to draw land. We drew the land. Go ahead. And I can theoretically cast Dig Through Time if I exile Black Lotus. That seems suspect. I think just getting Black Lotus every turn seems really good. Sure. Do this. Yes, I will continue to draw this busted card. Thank you. Okay, now we're doing some stuff. Let's ponder. Arcane Artisan, Jace Beleren, Mind's Desire. Well, Mind's Desire doesn't have any hits. Artisan could maybe survive, but they just have so much burn that it's very unlikely to survive. I feel like I just shuffle this and try and find some like counter spells or interaction with the Phoenix here. Shuffle, yes. Didn't want that. Let's play the Black Lotus. Pass turn. Taking 4 off the Phoenix I don't love, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're like somewhere close to casting into Limog. Sergo Bellstriker with dash. This is going to be a very hard game for us to win. Take 6, fall to 11. He goes back. We cast Dig Through Time. 1, 2, 3, 4. This grabs. Okay, We can Mindslaver lock them. Actually, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're 1 mana short of Mindslavering them. We can Bribery them, but they're just mono red, so Bribery's not the best. Trinket Mage doesn't do anything, so the problem is Mindslaver Memory Jar like doesn't accomplish a whole lot, but neither does Bribery. Like, what are they gonna have? A flyer that blocks Phoenix? I think I'm just gonna get these two and then do something like this. And set up to Mindslaver them next turn. Then we can put all their burn like in bad directions. Basically, I want them to like hold their burn. Jace is pretty good too. So play Memory Jar. Pass turn. And if they do anything, we can jar in response. Try and hit action. Zergo with dash puts us down to 6. If we keep Black Lotus though, we can Mindslaver them next turn. And that seems good. Thundermaw, Hellkite. Oh, I could have hit Thundermaw. Is that lethal? Yeah, it is. Okay, well, let's find a counterspell. What? I guess that's what we're drawing. Man, I think we were very close to just killing them because we could have... No, I don't think we were. That's unfortunate. No counterspells anywhere. I mean, just no spells anywhere. Rough games, rough games. What were we drawing next? Like, what even was in our deck? Confluence. Maybe I just didn't have any outs to draw to. I didn't have any outs to draw to. My deck didn't do very much. It was still sweet though. See you guys next time.